What's good, guys? My name is Chauncey Alexander. Um, this is me and my boy Vince's YouTube channel, Ambition Television. Also partnered with our production company that's up and coming called Unsigned Productions. And this show that I'm bringing to you right now, I call The Graduate. That's because we are recent college graduates who have decided to use our degrees to do something non-lucrative, which is make movies, which hopefully will make us a lot of money. There's about a 50% chance to make us a lot of money, and a 50% chance of us working in high-end retail for the rest of our lives. So there's that. So today, I'm going to talk to you guys about the graduate experience. This is kind of like a pilot episode for what I want to talk to you guys about more regularly. The graduate experience for me so far has been 25% of me moving home, 25% of me looking for jobs, 25% of me missing college and crying about it, 20% me trying to figure out exactly where I want to go in my life, and then 5% of me laying down and going to sleep. That's pretty much what it is. The hardest part about being a graduate is the job search, at least for me personally, and I think that's because it's like everyone wants experience. It's an entry-level job. Entry level, which means we walk in the door. Entry, which is what I was taught, was you walk in the door, and there you are. Entry level. But no, entry level jobs want 5 to 7 years of experience. 5 to 7 years of experience. How am I supposed to get experience if you don't give me the experience? That's what the entry level job is for. It just blows my mind that I can't find a job that's entry level that only wants me to have like a year of experience. I applied for jobs in my city, and these jobs are great jobs, great places. But then you have to do the awkward thing of following up with the people like for like a phone call. Okay, so game. Last week, I called this company, right? Hi, this is Chauncey. I sent you guys a resume. If you got my resume, then maybe if you would like to, I mean, if you want to, you could possibly call me. Maybe I don't know how this. Just call me back. And maybe, I mean, if you want, let's just talk about the job. It was like I was asking someone on a date. I was like really embarrassed by myself at the end of that. And I've had a few bites for job offers, but nothing really I actually want to do. And that's the other thing about finding a job. It's like you really have to find something you're passionate about. Because I personally never believed in like doing something I didn't want to do. If that makes any sense. I never wanted to do a job where I felt like I was stuck. So my thing was I would get these job offers and they'd be like, oh, this is great money. I mean, not lie to you. None of them have been great money. They've been decent. I said to myself, like, you know, if this is what job searching is, then, you know, no me gusta. Because this is hard. This is like harder than finding a college. Like jobs, like they don't have to call you back. I applied to like 6 jobs that never called me back, and I felt so rejected. It's literally like asking someone on a date. Hey, is Becky home? Oh no, Becky's not home. She went on a date with someone else who, you know, has a little more experience. Okay, thanks, Becky's mom. The other issue with moving back home and, I guess, graduating from college is all of my clothes. I love my university so much. Love my university. When I make money, they will definitely get a lot of it from me. A lot of donations. Love them. But they're on every freaking shirt I own. Every shirt. I have nothing that says... I have nothing that says, like, Chauncey. It says Robert Morris University. You gotta cut that out, because that's trademark, I'm pretty sure. I'm just like, if I go to a job interview, I'm gonna be wearing a shirt from my university, a nice pair of khakis, and probably my university socks, too, because that's pretty much all I own. I mean, that's all I own. Or that and fraternity shirts. Like, I can't be 50 years old rocking fraternity shirts. I can't. I can't do it. Not on a daily basis, anyway. Now, tailgates, that's a different story. We'll get there one day. I don't know. It's just a headache to think about the fact that, like, I really came home and I thought I had clothes. And then I opened my suitcase, and it's like every t-shirt I had was replaced with Go Colonials. I don't know. My third and final thing that like really just like is I feel is the hardest part of being back home and graduating from college is the actual being back home. Love my family to death. But 4 years, I have been on my own. It was great. It was great. It was like the best experience ever to have my own apartment and be able to like cook and clean and like invite people over. And not that I can't do that at home. I do. I help with the I help clean the dishes and things like that. And but it's just the fact that I'm back home. Like it's just like wow. Like now you really have like you know what's out there now. Like you know now that there is a whole life out there that is not your mom and dad. And now you have to like really understand that maybe we need to move out of the house. My biggest fear is being 35 years old and still living in the attic. I think the best part of it, on the flip side of that, is knowing that I had a home to come back to. I had a home to come back to, and that was great. It was great to know that I was welcome home with like warm arms and everyone was happy to see me. But it still sucks. It still just sucks to just like know that like you know what's out there now, and so you're like fighting yourself to get back out. I recently revisited my campus, and I saw all these kids that I've never seen before, and they didn't know me, and I didn't know them. But all of a sudden, I was like 90 years old with arthritis. Like that's how I felt. Like I just was like, oh, I'm such an old geezer. Like in my rocking chair, just like I remember when I went to college. I didn't have like a room to go to like after we were done with like our nightly festivities. I didn't have like my own room to go to on campus. I didn't have like a kitchen to cook in, and it was weird. It was really odd. But on the flip side of that, it feels good not to be there because like it means my life's about to begin. And I think that's what we have to remember as college graduates, that even though the stepping stones might have led us back home, and we might not have jobs for the next 12 months, and Christmas might come along and we're like looking out the window like, I wish I had a Christmas tree. We have to remember that life does begin. And actually studies say that it takes about a year to find your first job. That's really horrible that it takes a year to find your first job. If you are like me, and like my friend Vince here, and you're still on that job search, and you're still like, I need to find a place of my own, and I need to go back out there and experience life and do something great for my family, I don't want you to worry, because even if you're a couple years out the game, life can only get better. You just have to keep pushing and keep moving forward. And eventually, everything falls into place. Everything's going to be good in the end. And if it's not good yet, then I guess it's not the end. This is Chauncey Alexander. I love you. See you later.